Top 10 craziest celebrity legal battles that shocked the world. At some point in their careers, celebrities such as singers, actors, producers, athletes, royals, and many others in the entertainment industry found them in court, either to fight for their own rights or to defend themselves against misconduct. What are the most craziest celebrity legal battles ever happened? Here are the top 10 shocking celebrity legal clashes. Number 10. What goes to court over a burger? Were you aware that libelous statements against food could result in legal action? Although how Oprah got swept for dissing a burger sounds like something from The Onion, it was incredibly true. Oprah was having a conversation with a guest on one of her well-known talk shows who was making a connection between eating beef and a number of neurodegenerative illnesses. Executives in the cattle business then filed a lawsuit against Winfrey and her guest, alleging that their remarks had caused them to lose millions of dollars in sales. The case actually went to court because it was purported to violate Texas's food disparagement statute. However, it was found that that particular law did not rightly apply to Oprah's case, and she was acquitted by the jury. Number 9. Katy Perry versus nuns. Now make this story into a miniseries. Katy Perry attempted to pay almost $15 million for an old convent in Los Angeles, but the transaction was hampered by complex legal issues surrounding real estate. A hearing was conducted in the latter part of the 2010s to resolve ownership disputes regarding the convent. Regretfully, Sister Catherine Rose Holzman, one of the nuns, is said to have passed away in the court after collapsing. Her allegedly final words were, "Katy Perry, please give up." Perry was then informed by Sister Rita Caledon, the other nun, that she had blood on her hands as a result of Holzman's untimely death. In any case, Perry prevailed in the legal battle and received millions in fees. Number 8. Anna Nicole Smith fights for her husband's estate. The well-known Playboy model Anna Nicole Smith wed G. Howard Marshall, an oil magnate. When Marshall was 89 years old and Smith was 26, they were married. Smith received harsh criticism and was frequently referred to as a gold digger by the media. The union was only together for 13 months before Marshall passed away. Although Smith was not mentioned in his will, she insisted that Marshall had promised to leave her a sizable portion of Koch Industries. Because of Smith's filing, the subsequent legal battle over his possible inheritance became extremely complicated, the bankruptcy court attempting to get involved. It eventually reached the Supreme Court and was also very long. Regretfully, Smith passed away from a prescription overdose prior to the case being settled. Number 7. Gwyneth Paltrow falsely advertises. Gwyneth Paltrow may be a talented actress, but Goop has done a lot of damage to her reputation. Her notorious lifestyle brand marketed a range of goods, including quartz vaginal eggs, which were purported to improve the sexual and emotional well-being of women. Many others weren't buying it, saying the products were nothing more than hoax remedies. In fact, Paltrow and her business were sued because the criticisms became so severe. Goop's medical claims were declared to be unfounded and scientifically incorrect in the lawsuit. Furthermore, it was purportedly false advertising to highlight the product's purported medical benefits. After the prosecution prevailed, Goop was mandated to reimburse almost $150,000 in damages. Number 6. Jussie Smollett is a hate crime faker. In January 2019, Empire star Jussie Smollett took the world by surprise. Smollett said that 2 Donald Trump supporters wearing masks had committed a hate crime against him. But his story was soon exposed as hollow, and the real picture emerged. Smollett had hired 2 people to assist him in staging the attack, which he had faked. In April of the same year, the city of Chicago sued him and harshly criticized him. They demanded a refund of the $130,000 they had used to look into his fictitious crime. Following the dismissal of the initial charges, a second trial took place in November 2021. It was brief, and Smollett was found guilty of disorderly conduct due to his fabricated police reports. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail and over 2 years probation. Number 5. Harvey Weinstein sparks. In October of 2017, one of the main actors in the Hollywood machine was brought down. Over 80 women accused producer Harvey Weinstein of inappropriate behavior during that month, and it was these accusations that ignited movement and the Weinstein effect as a whole. The 2020 trial that followed was peculiar. Some said Weinstein was trying to draw sympathy by looking elderly and fragile, but he appeared in court using a walker and complaining of excruciating back pain. Additionally, the jury deliberated for 5 full days, which greatly increased public tension. When they returned, they found 2 guilty charges, and Weinstein received a 23-year prison sentence. Number 4. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. In the spring of 2022, it would be impossible to go anywhere without hearing about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Heard has charged Depp with abusing her over the course of their many years of dating. After Heard penned a slanderous opinion piece for the Washington Post, Depp protected his reputation by suing her. Furthermore, he asserted that Heard had been the one to use violence against him, not the other way around. Numerous live-streaming clips from the trial went viral on social media, making it a national sensation. Millions of people watched these videos, and they inspired numerous memes. The trial has resembled a circus rather than a formal court proceeding, highlighting the extent to which social media has permeated modern news and information distribution. Number 3. The Michael Jackson Media Circus. As he stood trial in 2005 on allegations of child molestation, conspiracy, and supplying alcohol to minors, Michael Jackson had to deal with one of the most trying times of his life. Global attention was drawn to this trial, which started on January 31 and ended on June 13, with Jackson's acquittal on all counts. The trial gained notoriety due to its legal ramifications alone, but also to the intense media attention it attracted. A media circus took over the courthouse in Santa Maria, California, as news networks and media outlets from all over the world descended upon the town. Day or night, camera crews and reporters would be positioned outdoors, giving minute-by-minute updates and frequently participating in sensationalistic and speculative reporting. The public's insatiable curiosity, the shocking nature of the allegations, and Jackson's enormous celebrity status all contributed to the intense media scrutiny. The trial was covered in great detail by the media, covering everything from Jackson's court appearances to his iconic arrival at court one day while wearing pajamas. This degree of coverage drew criticism for putting show above serious reporting, with many media outlets emphasizing the dramatic and sensational aspects over the nuanced legal analysis and supporting data. Jackson suffered terrible consequences from the trial and the circus-like media coverage that surrounded it. His reputation and public image were badly harmed by the widespread negative coverage, even though he was ultimately found not guilty. Number 2. Bill Cosby ruins his stellar reputation. Bill Cosby was considered a national treasure for many years. All of that changed in 2014 when comedian Hannibal Buress hinted at his dangerous and harmful nature while performing. Numerous women came forward alleging that Cosby had somehow attacked them, which resulted in a legal dispute with Andrea Constand. Except for Constand's case, most of the others were outside the statute of limitations, shielding Cosby from prosecution. The 2005 deposition at Andrea Constand William H. Cosby Jr. was unsealed, and the trial that followed received substantial media coverage. After a mistrial in 2017 and a second trial in 2018, Cosby's reputation was irreparably damaged. He received a sentence of 3 to 10 years in prison after being found guilty on 3 counts. But in June 2021, this was reversed because it was alleged that Cosby's amendment rights had been infringed. After spending less than 3 years in prison, he was released. Number 1. Kendall Jenner versus Gregory Messer. Gregory Messer, the fraudster, versus Kendall Jenner. Rapper Ja Rule and actor Billy McFarland were the masterminds behind the now famous Fyre Festival. Set in a lavish location, the Bahamas, they offered a star-studded lineup and opulent services that rivaled those at Coachella. Up to $100,000 worth of tickets are available. Documentaries on Netflix and Hulu go into great detail about how the festival was canceled as soon as the first guests arrived on the islands. Kendall Jenner received payment to promote the festival, as did other models and social media stars like Bella Hadid and Emily Ratajkowski. Jenner was paid $275,000 for her now-deleted Instagram post that extended an invitation to the event. Jenner was sued by Gregory Messer, a trustee in charge of the bankrupt festival's bankruptcy proceedings, for failing to disclose her followers that she was being paid for the promotion and for divulging fraudulent information. The star was ordered to pay a $90,000 settlement, while McFarland was sentenced to prison. These were some of the legal battles of famous celebrities that shocked the world. So if you liked our video, then hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more interesting content.